Good afternoon, everyone. Am I clearly audible to all of you? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, yesterday the class was cancelled due to some technical issue. Very good afternoon, all of you. So, you all get time to practice. Yes, after a long time, it's not a gap. It's two sessions were not there. One because there was some issue, and second about the technical issue. So what we have done, we are going to complete the Excel only. Reason being, one session was left. Within this session only, we'll complete the Excel part. Thereafter, no problem. Manish, test will be held once all the sessions will be done. Team will communicate you regarding the test, right? Okay, so don't worry about the test. It will be communicated and it will be done once most of the sessions will be completed. So you can keep practicing. You can complete all the part which we have done just now, whether it is finance, whether it is intro to IB and this Excel. Once we complete Excel, we are going to finish PowerPoint. It will take hardly one session, right? So after completion of PowerPoint session, I'll give you one assignment that will be a small PPT preparation, hardly 5 minutes. It is good, Ravi. It is good. Yesterday, the session was cancelled due to some technical issue. I think all of you were aware and they all have sent a mail. You all got the mail notification. Okay. Let me share my screen. We'll begin the session. So this is for Excel module. I hope the screen is visible to all of you. These few assignments, these few subtopics are left in Excel. So we'll complete that. Okay. Prior to that, I just want to know, is there any doubt? Whatever we had covered in the previous session, is there any doubt regarding Excel? Okay. Fine, then we'll start with this index and match. Transpose, you all are aware. So just quickly type in your chat box what we do in the transpose function. What exactly is transpose function? We had discussed it in the basic of Excel. Yes, Anuja, you can get it. A sample sheet is shared with all of you. I think it will be uploaded in LMS. But if you want to create your own, that will be much better. Because what happens once we have already sample sheet, we don't go through it. So I'll advise you all to just prepare your own. That will be much better than this. Okay, here we are practicing, we are creating new trial and error methods as well. So what will be done? You can copy, you can create a small tables. Okay, otherwise, if one sample is also available in LMS, that also. Transpose, yes, it changes the direction of data from vertical to horizontal. Right, so you all are aware about the transpose function. I'm not going to repeat it. VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP also we have done. If anybody wants a quick practice, so VLOOKUP can be done. Just raise your hand. How many of you are ready with the quick practice of VLOOKUP? Okay. Fine. Then what earlier I told you, how can you bifurcate it into, you can split your window in two parts. There will be a window key available in your laptop, window and side arrow key. Press both these together. So since it's a Zoom session, first you minimize your Zoom session. Minimize it, then shift it manually to the half portion. Okay, then open a new Excel sheet and then manually adjust both these together. So you will have a split cell. How many of you are able to do? VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP again. Okay, approve. We'll do it quickly. Okay, prior to that, Manish. Okay, how many of you are able to split the window? Just raise the virtual hand. Only one, Manish. Okay, 2, 3. Fine. Because that will be easy for all of you. Whatever we are doing here, you can attend the session and you can do that. So VLOOKUP practice first, and then Apurva, with this practice only, you will be able to understand. So we are directly going to do this practice. VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP practice, which we have done. So here what we have done, find any table. Just create a random table, even if you are copying and pasting the data. Here what we have done, we have created 7 columns and multiple rows. Once anybody asks you to just find out the revenue or unit cost or unit sold or any of the credentials which are mentioned on the table head, to find out based on order ID. So it is difficult for you if you are typing Control F, Control Find or Control G to find out and then copy paste. It will take a lot of time. VLOOKUP help us to do it in very less time. What we need to do, we need to just create this small order IDs and total revenue which we are looking for. Order IDs we know. So let's say you have received a mail or you have to find out this. So this you are copying order ID for how many order IDs out of this entire data. Then total revenue. You need to find out total revenue, or if you need to find out unit sold, unit price, unit cost, any of the table head which is mentioned over here, if you want to find out. So the formula is equal to, you will write VLOOKUP, open parenthesis, and then lookup value. What value you are looking for, right? So lookup value is what? This you are looking for, let's say, order ID. Then table array, you will select this. Column index number, in which column I'll find this order ID? Column number. What is column index number? Anybody? Okay, why I am telling this is just practice. You all will tell me what to write. I have removed it. 5. Okay, fine. This way I'll just keep on asking what is the order ID. I'll start mentioning the formula. Equal to V open. Now what I need to, in lookup value, what I'll click? Which value I'll click? No, 5 is right. Whosoever has mentioned about the column ID, now I'm beginning order ID, right. So order ID from where? Not from here, order ID from here, the table which we have created. So this. Now lookup value we have done. Then table array. You all told me to select this table. Then column index number, you told us 5. 5, why? Because we are looking for revenue. Had it be unit cost, it should be 4. 5. Then what is column index number? Then range, lookup approximate or true or false. You can write 0 for that. Okay. You can just check. We had clicked on this and found this. Now I'll just simply copy from here to here. Okay. So that I can drag it. Everyone? Exact match, yes. We were looking for exact match, that is why we put 0. We are not looking for approximate, we are looking for exact. You can cross check. We will pick only one. Why I have selected this? 1.8. Anybody, why I have changed here? The moment I was trying to copy and drag down, I did one alteration. Why? Because earlier I had selected this. Now, if I try to drag it, it would have taken these values. Okay, since I have created a new table, that is why I have picked this cell so that it can drag down and my answer should not be wrong. So VLOOKUP is done. Anybody else has asked any other question? Transpose is done. Apurva, okay. You asked for VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. This is vertical and horizontal. In case of horizontal, almost everything will remain same. You need to take care of only putting the dollar sign means freezing that particular row. That's it. Otherwise, everything is fine. This is exact value. We are looking for exact. So for exact, either you write false or you write 0. Okay. Otherwise, if you write true, it will be approximate match. Here you can see. Okay. Now fine, VLOOKUP is done. HLOOKUP here. Only one parameter, Aryan, I think, is asking. So instead of VLOOKUP, we'll place equal to VLOOKUP, open parenthesis. We will select as per it is mentioned in the formula. Only point is, while selecting the table, we need to freeze that. Here you can see the formula. I'll just put it here only so that you can check. We have selected this from 4 times 1 to the last cell of that particular table. Why we are doing that? Because it should freeze so that it should not go down. Usually what happens in case of Excel, once we are putting a formula, it drags down vertically, not horizontally. Okay. Yes, you all can get it. Sample data is there. What you do, just split your screen in half. Once you are doing, it will be very easy for you, whether you are watching this session or any other Excel session. See, watching Excel will not help you out. Doing it along with that will make a lot of changes. If in case you're stuck, you can pause the video. I'm not talking about only this classes. Even if you are learning from any source, this is the best practice. And I'm telling you from my experience only. Once I started, I had done like this. I have not believed in the memory. I haven't believed noting down with a pen. Only splitting my screen, doing it simultaneously. If I make any mistake, I redo it. And preparing your own Excel will give you more confidence rather than if you have a lot of Excel files, I'm sure you are not going to touch it. You are not going to go through all the sessions. Once you are creating your own, if you are creating only 4 worksheets, that is fine. But at least those are your worksheet and you will put some extra effort. You will always create better than what you have learned from any of the source. Getting my point? How many of you are agree? So once you create your own, you do better than what you have learned every time. And that is customized based on your requirement, not as per trainer requirement. If you need that, you will make so many alteration. If any thought comes to your mind, let's say PVFV or any fixed income security, you will make certain alteration. Loan we have done. You can make certain alteration like what if I'm looking for less rate? What if I'm looking for half interest rate, more in initial year and less in later years? These all alteration trial and error you can do on web, which cannot be covered in the small sessions like 2-hour session. It's very vast, right? So we have certain limitation. That's why certain things are covered. Otherwise, if anybody wants to learn more, there are so many sources. You can raise a ticket to me as well if you are looking for anything. If it is available with me, I'll share the link with you. Okay. Now, one question related to goal seek practice question. 15 minutes, we'll just do index and match. Thereafter, we'll do certain other points, which I have noted down what in the index, what we are going to cover, like HLOOKUP is done, goal seek practice 1, then index and match, pivot table, sensitivity, chart, variance, conditional formatting. These all are the subtopics which we are going to cover today. Okay. So based on this plan, we will do first one practice question related to goal seek and you all need to answer it. I'll change the value. First, I'm increasing the font size so that all of you can see this. Okay, you can create like this. All of you, whosoever has opened the Excel can do this. You need to look only this first question. Second, just do it later. Okay. So I'm reading the question for you. Aman has a business of selling a stationery item. His business has a profit of 20,000. He has set a new profit goal, 25,000. So he wants to increase from 5,000. At a moment, he's selling 5,000 item at 10 each. So by this, we have created this sales figure, numbers of units sold, 5,000. Selling price per unit, 10. What is sales? What we have done in sales, we have multiplied this I3 into I4. So we got this sales. Don't merely copy the figures, just do this sum as well, equal. You should multiply these two cells so that we can get the total sale. Then variable cost. What is variable cost? It is mentioned here only. Right? So assume that he still sells 5,000 items. The question is to hit a new profit of 25,000. By how much he has to raise price. These things are, two things are given. Fixed cost is 20,000 and this is 10,000 is variable cost. Now what is the net profit? Sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. That will be your net profit. Question has yet not started here only. Once you create the table, the work will be half of the work will be done. Half is still pending. Goal seek. We need to put goal seek function over here. How will we do that? So the question is how much selling price needs to be increased? What will be the new selling price so that he can achieve the profit of 25,000? This is very simple question so that you can apply the goal seek and understand in one of the way by which it is being used. Ravi, you just go to, wait, I'll tell you. Here, go to data, what if analysis, and then goal seek. Are you there? Ravi, you are asking about goal seek, where it is available. So on your ribbon, just click on data and then here, what if analysis and goal seek is available. Did you get that? New selling price. Okay, Gaurav. Any other who got the answer? So now how we are going to do that, how we are going to apply that. Simply you should select the table. I will increase this so that I can copy it. You all can check. Wait, just a second. You should copy this area. I know the font size will be less. I'll increase it later. Just understand. Select this table, Control C, Control V. Now what? Go to data, what if analysis, goal seek. Now, which cell we need to change? Set cell 20 to 25,000. By changing cell, we need to change this. Okay, now you can see it has become 25,000. What I have done, I have made changes to this. I had copied this, reason being so that you can check what we are doing over here. No, sure. Not 55,000, 25,000. What we want, in the question it is mentioned, he wants to increase his profit. Get a new profit of 25,000. Earlier the profit was 20,000 and he want to increase the profit by 25,000. Now. Okay. Anybody who is having doubt? No, Ravi. I think the version, you need to check the version. Everybody is having that option available in their this Excel. Anybody else is facing the issue? Web version. Okay. You just use latest version. It will be available, Ravi. Otherwise, just pay attention to the session. Thereafter, After the session, you download this version. You will be easily getting it. Okay. And even if you are not you are finding it difficult to understand, you can raise a ticket. I'll explain you again as well. Okay. So don't write. Okay. I got only one or two answers. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, Prachi. Shubha, did you get your answer? Only one, Gaurav has given the answer. Yeah, okay. When Prachi wants me to explain one more time. So Prachi, what I have done, this is the question where it was asked that he wants the profit to be increased by 25,000. Earlier, the profit was 20,000. Now what? How much increase should be there in selling price per unit? How much unit selling price should be increased per unit so as to achieve the profit of 25,000? So here, earlier the unit price, selling price was 10 rupees per unit. Now, if I want 25,000 profit, how much it should be increased? So it is just one click away. You will simply copying the table. We'll do another version. In the question, it is mentioned that he wants to increase 25,000. Let's think about it. Once he wants the profit 30,000 or 35,000, then how much the unit price should be increased? Okay. So in this table only, what we are going to do? Data, what if analysis, goal seek, set cell, net profit I want to increase. How much? Let's say 35. By changing cell, by price. You can change the value as well. You can change the number of units sold. How many units sold should be increased so as to increase the profit. Okay. These two variables can be changed to achieve the higher profit. You can see 35,000 to achieve net profit as 35,000. Selling price per unit should be 13 rupees. Okay. I'm deleting this. This as okay. Now, next is how another ways. This is one example of, let's say, any company who is involved in selling the product, selling, manufacturing, or business kind of thing. Now here, in case of personal finance, how it can be used? It can be used this goal seek function. You have invested some amount. You want how much it should appreciate. So you know about the number of years to be invested, what is the current rate of the investment vehicle where you are investing, and PMT. Let's say you have invested 1 lakh rupees. You want this future value. Okay, everybody is with me? Okay, few questions are there. Yes, Suzanne. Why you have mentioned error stating it should have a formula. Why you are getting, I'm explaining one error which is very common. Initially, once we were doing the exercise, I told you, you should enter a formula. You should not manually copy this 50,000. If you are writing number of units sold 5,000, selling price per unit, here in case of sales, you need to click here, write equal to, and multiply these two. In my case, it is I3 and I4. So if I click here, you can get the formula. Look here, what I have done, equal to this I3 and I4 is multiplied. Once you do this, then only, and here also. In case of net profit, what I have done, net profit is equal to this sales minus sum of these two. So you should do this, then only you will get the correct answer. Error won't be there. This cell should have a formula, which we have selected. And the second should be numbers, where we have written 25,000 and 35. That should be manually typed. First should have formula. These are very small points. Sometimes you get stuck once you are a beginner. Okay, Arjun, we'll revise VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP at the end of the session. In case I forget, just mention on the chat box so that if in case everyone has left the session, I'll explain you. You can stay there with the session. I'll explain you after the session. Prachi, which one? Cell change time. 1 second. Goal seek once again, Prachi. Okay. Listen, 2-3 things you need to note down in this where we are applying. Number of units sold. In this question, I have taken 5,000. Selling price per unit was 10. Here, what I have done, I'll do it manually for you so that you can see what I'm doing. 5,000. Next is saying 10 rupees. Then this one, sales equal to what? Equal to this multiplied by this. So here I have kept formula. I am highlighting it so that you should see where in which cells I have put a formula. Variable cost, it is in the formula only. It is in the assumptions. So here, now what will be net profit? Net profit will be my sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost is my net profit. So here I can do this minus sum of these two. Right? Okay. Now, if I put the goal seek function, how will it work? Since you have seen how I have done it, any doubt, any confusion by doing this? Yes, Ravi, both are same concept. They are a little bit different in certain ways by which we are doing here. By just Prachi, type your error. Just type the error which you are getting. I might understand because here you don't have the option to share your screen. Does variable cost has any formula? No. Variable cost and fixed cost are values. It doesn't have the, I'll show you. Look here. I'm increasing the font size. Whosoever are getting confused can check cell by cell. First is 5,000. Next is 10. Third is only formula where the number of units sold and selling prices multiplied. Variable cost has no formula. Fixed cost is no formula. Here, net profit has a formula. What is the formula? This sales minus variable cost plus fixed cost. So what I have done, I5 minus means that means 50,000 minus sum total of variable and fixed. So sum function with open parenthesis, this is I6 and I7. So sum total of I6 and I7 is 30,000. 50 minus 30 is 20. Okay, now goal seek. You click on this. Data, what if analysis, goal seek. Here you will get goal seek. Set value, set cell. This cell I want to set because I need to increase my profit from 20 to 30, 35 or whatever it is. Now, this is value, this I'll type manually. How much? Let's say 32,000. By changing which cell? I want to increase either I need to increase number of units sold or I need to increase selling price. So if I click on selling price, look here, 12 rupees 40 paisas should be the selling price so that I can get 32,000. Prachi, don't worry. Now you have understood the point. Others also, just try it after the session. Even if you are getting any issue, we can discuss it through the ticket or you can next class also. Try it on your own by watching the video 1 or 2 times. You will do it. Okay. Pick only very small questions. Don't pick large sum of data initially. Whosoever is beginner, just make these things show that initially you should apply it in very small tables. Reason why I have taken this so that it should be easy for you to copy and paste. Okay, like if you are doing it for what could be the other example of applying this goal seek? One is, let's say for the personal finance level, you know the present value of your fund is 1 lakh rupees. You want to invest 1 lakh rupees for 12 years at 12% rate of interest. What will be the future value? You all know how to calculate. We have done in the initial session of basics of finance. So I'm not going to explain it. Now, let's say you want a corpus of 5 lakh rather than 3,89,000, because 3,89,000 is not going to serve your purpose. Let's say you have certain goals which will be achieved by 5 lakh rupees only. Okay, so how you are going to achieve it? Either you increase your PV or you increase the PMT. PMT means you should contribute some amount annually to achieve this. Now, by goal seek, how can I do this? I'm copying it and making amendments. Okay, so now again going to data. What if analysis? 1 second. Goal seek set cell, this one. I want to anybody want PMT or increase the present value. Let's say you want X amount to be invested. So I'm selecting this to value. 1 second, set cell. This one to 5 lakh we wanted. By changing, we can apply on any of this, either PV or this. First we'll do on PMT, then we'll do on PV. You can see. Okay, so 4,084 rupees per month for 12 years will achieve this corpus. This way, this is the second application which we have done. Now, second, let's say gross profit for each and every quarter is available for you. What is the profit percentage? Then what you have done, you have multiplied the gross profit into profit percentage, you get the net. Okay, so annual profit you have calculated by this. This cell is empty. How much should be the gross profit of this exercise? You can do at home as a homework or the assignment. Okay, you can copy the data and annual goal is mentioned over here. Are you getting the question? Question is, we have the profit, net profit for 3 quarters. Now, based on 20% profit, how much should be the gross profit of quarter 4 so as to achieve annual net profit goal of this amount? So here also you can apply what if function. Error resolved. Okay, Prashi. Okay. Make payment. PMT we have done, Manish. Okay, I'm reading the chat box so that if there is any doubt or question, we can do it. Okay, fine. Then we'll quickly move to next what we have done here. In case of index, transpose, done. VLOOKUP, practice, HLOOKUP, goal seek. Now coming to index and match. We'll quickly do index and match part. Yes, Ravi, it is almost same concept. Yes, Anuja, why it is there? Because you have not placed a formula over there. You have manually written the number. That is why it is coming. Okay. We will check. Just give me a minute. Okay, just 1 minute. PMT, it's showing cell should have formula. Okay, Anuja, I'll just go back quickly to check your doubt. Or shall we take the doubt at the end? One is your goal seek and someone is asking for H loop also. That we'll take at the end of the session. Okay. Okay, let's maintain index and match part here. I'll just click on that index and match. Okay, this is very small and simple table I have created so that you should understand the function, very basic form of function, and it can be applied in different ways. For example, in this table, you can see different books, finance books. Just find, let's say it's a data from a library where these are the books which are sold from January to December on any bookstore, where these books are sold for from the month of January till December. Then these are the books like finance, economics, marketing. Number of books sold. These numbers are stating number of books sold of number of books in the month of April. Like so 122, 124 books of finance in the month of April. Similarly, marketing, August 75. Let's say someone asks you to find out the book. Will it be easy to you find out manually? It will take a lot of time. So how can we apply the index and match function in a large sum of data to save time? Okay, so one is simple index, another is match. Once we combine both these two functions, then we can solve two ways. Like if we need to find out based on, let's say the question comes, how many economics books are sold in the month of January? So we have two data. One is the subject we are asking and month also we are asking. So in that case, we'll use index, match, match. It could be one also. Right? So we'll do one by one. First simple thing is, let's say we need to paste one. First, we need to create an information lookup beside the table. So a small information lookup where we'll mention product category, months and sales, what we are looking for. So product category is what? Let's say PPM, Principle and Practices of Management. And then what is other category? Information lookup, we are looking for month, March. What is the sales? 147. If we need to find out here, you can see we have mentioned index and match function. Fine. So how we are going to do it? This is one. Let me do it here. So how this table works, I'll repeat 2 times. Even if you are not getting, you can try later as well. So product category PPM is handwritten. We will change it. Once we apply this, we will change it to any of the subject. Now coming to this part, sales. First is equal to index. What is array? Which array I need to select? This one. Row number. What row number I'm looking for? These. Let's say March. So if I'm looking for March, so that will be 3. Why it is coming? Because I have not put either true or false. Anybody who is aware can find what is the mistake which I have done. This way it won't work. Okay. Someone has written some. Create a very small table quickly. How many of you have opened the split sheet together? Why I'm doing this? So that like some of you are getting error, maybe the goal seek function and all. How can we avoid this? So that is why I'm not going to change it. Let's take 1 minute and prepare it. We have done 12. You can quickly type it Monday to Friday, Monday to 7 days. Rather than this month, quickly type Monday to Sunday. No. Column number. Yes, Gaurav, right. But let others also try it because I can see some of them are not at all involved. That is why. Let them also check what is the formula. How many of you have created a small table? You can create, it is not necessary you are creating 5 products. Okay. So product category could be 1 or 3. That is also okay. Point is Fine, Karthikeya. Anybody else who has done this? Quickly type created or done in the chat box. Then we'll make amendments. Done. Okay. So now do just write index. I am not changing it so that we can cross check what the mistake we have done in this part. So only index equal to index. It is asking array. So array is this. What is row number? In this, what I'll type in row number? March is here. So 3. Column number. For ppm, what should I write in the column number? Now cross check. No. ppm. ppm is which column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not 5, it's 6. Okay. Yes, Prachi, take your time. Fine. So 147, we were looking for ppm, March, and this. So here, March 1. This is the point which we have found out, 147. But will it serve the purpose if we try to drag it down, if we try to put another formula? Now, let's change this value, how it works. Because this is from the, this won't work. If I'm doing individually, it won't work. Again and again, I need to type it. If I drag it down for other product, it won't help. No. Everyone done? Similarly for match also, this is for index, separately index. Now for match, in this post, I have not used match function. Lookup value, what we are looking for? We are looking for sales, this. Or you can click here since we have done this. Then lookup array, where I will find it. Now tell me the basic idea before I explain about the match. What we are looking for, let's say we are looking for March. So that will give me one number, like where I can find March. 3rd, 4th, 5th, it will tell, specifically it will tell row number or the column number only. So match, if I'm typing match 1, that means we are looking for what are the books sold, like month, it is 3rd or 4th. Then the second match function we will have for the books, in which column it exists. So match first, I'm looking for books sold. So lookup value is what? March. Array. Here I will find it. Match type, exact or exact match. So I put 0. So here you can find 3. Let's say if I say instead of March, I wanted April. So it will change. But I need to select that specific cell. The idea behind it to make you understand how much time it is consuming if I'm doing it separately, index, match, and match. It is giving my answer, but it is time taking. Okay, next again, I'm looking for this match where I will find lookup value. I'm looking for, let's say, ppm array. Here I will find, I will select this match type exact again 6. So that means 6. I can change also. Rather than K9, I can find, let's say HR if I want to find. It has changed, right? In the formula, only if you change, you will find it. How many of you have understood this part? Just raise the virtual hand. All the formulas are inbuilt. You need not have any issue. You need not learn or remember anything. But only initial things you should know what you are going to perform. If that you know, that can be done. Okay, fine. Now I'm moving ahead and combining these two together here, because if I'm trying to, first is what I'm trying to find out it manually, control find, then it'll take time. It has no, like, it won't save my time. Second way, index, then match, then match. I cannot drag it down. I will find my values, although I'll find my values in a big set of data. But again, control find will be best match for that. Why to waste this much time in finding the index and match and that? It will serve the purpose in case this information lookup is created and I'm applying it for both the things together. Let me write them equal to. Keep an eye on this formula bar. In case you find any mistake, just write down. I can make mistake or I can make mistake intentionally as well, so as to check all are with me or not. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply both the things together. You need to find out the mistake. Okay, everyone? Once again. Here is too much hodgepodge. I'll do in the next sheet. Is it okay? Okay, fine. One thing is left. Now find out what is the mistake here. Why we get value. One of you have already answered. Gaurav, you have answered. But others, I want to check. We were performing this. What is the mistake over here in this? Anybody who can find out? Yes. No. Column number, Kevin is right. 0, 2, no, not true, false, pin 2. It's not true, false. It's about the column number. Number has entered wrongly entered here. It's not 0. Okay. Which column number it is? PPM will be found in column number 6. So if I made it 6, it will be 147. Okay. Okay, fine. Now what I need to do, I need to create the same table so that copy downward here. I will remove this because it won't do. Some question is there? Okay. Now index and match together equal to index. Whatever I'm looking for, I'll be finding in this array only. Then I need to apply match also over here. Lookup value, what I'm looking for. PPM. Then it is asking for lookup array. PPM will be available here. Match type exact. This is close. Again, one more match for the product also. Then match for this. Lookup value, I'm looking for March. I will select over here. Then lookup array where I will find in this. Then 0. 2 matches. So 2 commas. Sorry, 2 brackets. Okay. So here, anybody can tell me where is the mistake. I told you before doing it, my answer should be 147. Why it came as 528 ppm in March. Anybody can tell me? Anybody found out? Okay, check here. Now the formula is in front of you. Row numbers and column numbers. No problem, Prachi. It'll take a little time. Once you do it 1 or 2 times after the session, it will be easy for you. Okay. So don't worry about that. So many concepts together for the beginners might be difficult. I can understand that. But once after doing practice, you are not able to get, then there is a problem, else not. Take it easy. Okay, Prachi. In case you are not clear about any of the concept, you want to connect me through ticket, you can do so. Yes, two of you have given answers or rows and column numbers are taken wrongly. Yes. So here, what we have done, I'm doing it quickly. If I do this, will it work? What I have done. So I'll remove it and do it one more time. This time you all will tell me. Yes. Now type in chat box. We have done index. Now array, I need to select this. Is it fine? All right. Then what is lookup value? Didn't get your answer. Okay. Fine. Then one is saying, we'll do one by one. So, one answer is select the month. So I'm selecting the month. And then where I can get the month in this. Then 0. This needs to be closed. Again, match. There is a gap. Needs to be removed. Now you are looking for lookup value, this ppm. Then array, where I will get this in this. Then 0. Check, is it fine? One second, no? Let me check it. $25, it is fine. I hope it is, I now it's time to enter. Okay. I was checking it. So rather than taking this ppm first, we should take this and you can get it. Now what the most important part is, we have done so much and we have wasted time. There could be error also. Taking all the time together, now if I need to change it, what I'll do, let's do it. I'm changing it. You can see, have you noticed 147 has become 159 because I want different product. With this information lookup only, I need not go and write again and again function. In case of March, if I write April, it will give me the answer of OB April 125. So this task is performed in very small set of data so that you can easily cross check. Now, if you need to do it large amount of data, you can do it easily. By within this information lookup only, if you change the values, let's say we have done it. Okay, OB and December 147. HR in December 159. Have you all checked this? Yes. Any doubt, any confusion in this part? We have taken enough time to do this so that you should understand what we have done. We have applied the index first, then only index, only match, another match. It won't serve our purpose. It won't reduce our time. So what we have done, we have applied index and match function together to get a quicker result, and how it can be applied even if we are putting the formula for one particular category with one information lookup. By changing the data in that information lookup table, we can get our desired result, right? So all of you have understood the function also and understood how to apply it, how it will save your time. Shall we move to next point or so next subtopic? Let me quickly write it. Index and match is done. So that based on the timeline, I could complete all the points. Then pivot table. We'll take quick 5-minute break. Okay. Okay, Prachi. So 5-minute break for everyone. We'll collect together and then we will do rest of the things like pivot table, sensitivity, chart, variance, conditional formatting. These 4 or 5 functions, 4 and 5 will do to quickly within rest of the time. Okay, everyone. Okay, 5-minute break for others. One of you were asking about the HLOOKUP function. So in the meantime, I'll explain the HLOOKUP function to him. Who asked about the HLOOKUP? Just raise hand. Okay, Arjun. Just quickly see the HLOOKUP over here only. Here. See, this table is same kind of transpose function only. Earlier in the table, we were doing it vertically. So V stands for vertical, H stands for horizontal. Lookup is same. What we are doing, we are finding certain values based on one particular criteria. Order ID, based on order ID, we are looking for net sales in this particular table. And we have this horizontal table. So we cannot apply vertical lookup over here. We will apply horizontal lookup. So what is the formula? Equal to H lookup, open parenthesis. It will ask lookup table. So I need to select this table from initial order ID to end of the table. Fine. Then the table array, lookup value. One second, I have left one point, that lookup value. So what we are looking for, let's say we are looking for this. Then table array we have selected, row index number. In which row I will find it? I will find net row in number 4, right? And 0 because I want index. If I click put enter, I will not get the correct data. If I try to drag it down, for first I'll get the exact data. But if I try to make a different ID, I put two different order IDs. For this, I will get right because I have selected 1119. I will change it to D80 because I have selected this. Okay. Now I will put some random 1124 6 1130. If I try to drag it down, will it give me the correct value? No. Why this NA is coming? Because I have not freeze the cells. What I need to do, I need to freeze it. So here F4 function works if you just press F4 over there. It's okay. Before and after you will get the dollar sign. So that means you are freezing that particular cell so that it should not extrapolate downwards. Okay, I have done in the different way. 1 second. Dollar. Okay, fine. Arjun, clear? Now your question is answered. Someone has asked about okay, Mohit, wait. Through ticket, you can connect to me. If you raise a ticket, mention academics as investment banking. You can mention my name also as head of the topic, doubt, and I will explain over there as well. Okay, fine. Whoever is asking about my LinkedIn ID, you can find by this name. I'm typing my name over here. No, Ronak. Index and match function and HLOOKUP function are little different. It has different purposes. There we had two matches, like based on the subject and based on the different month. We had two criterias together to match. Here it is not. Here, based on the order ID only, we are looking for one revenue. So both are different. Okay, Ronak. Okay, fine. Any other question? Any other doubt? Okay, you all will be coming back within 2 minutes. So in the meantime, I'll just take a break to drink water and come back. Okay, Ravi, I'll try to do it on my own. Once I get time, I'll connect. Okay, no worries. I'll do it from my side. Okay, just 1 minute quick break and I'm coming back. Okay, fine. So doubt is clear. Now doubt part is over. Now moving to next part. Let's look up. Index and match is done. Before we create pivot table, just create chart. It is quick and easy. So we'll start with all of you are there. Let me first check. All are there. Just raise the virtual hand. Okay, Reshmi. I don't know how many of you have come back from the break. I think it's 5 minutes done. Shall we begin with the next part? Okay, then fine. We'll start with the chart. If someone is not there, they can ask the question and come back. So you all remember this, what we have done in the initial session to create a link, hyperlink. To hyperlink, we need not search for new sheet and we can directly go to worksheet over there. So chart, I'll simply go and click on that here. Right, let's take one data, whether it is, okay, we'll take, copy this and create. See, this saves some time rather than typing the data that will extend the class. So what I have done, I have already prepared the table and all so that in the session, it takes less time to type data and create. So more things can be covered in less time. So let's say there are two very basic table for the asset class and allocation. Let's say equity shares, bonds, some investor is having different products, different asset classes in his portfolio. And this is the asset allocation. I'll just check, is it 100% or not? Okay. Fine. Now let us create a table out of this. So this is the data which is available with us. Now go to Home, Insert. Here you will find on the ribbon only, you will find this section where you will have recommended charts. We'll quickly go through all the charts. It's not necessary to create all together, but if you keep on practicing, it will become very easy for you. Okay. So recommended chart, in the recommended chart section, you will have all charts. First, today, what in this parameter, what we are going to do, we are going to do pie chart. So pie chart has different option. This one is called donut, that is hollow from the middle. Otherwise, it is just like simple base pie chart. Base pie chart looks like this. Allocation. Okay, how the 3D will look like. This is same data will be available over here, but it will represent, donut will be hollow from the middle. A little neater version of this chart. Basic is this. Okay, just see. Chart has appeared, you can click. How easily it is, now you can, if you are presenting some data, so it is not necessary to make this grid line available. You can remove the grid line as well. I'll do it for you. Here, grid lines are available. Let's say if I want to remove, 1 second. You can see it is, page looks quite neater. Once you are creating a kind of dashboard thing, then you should remove the grid lines. That will give you cleaner version of the data. Okay, right now I have enabled this. In view, you can find the grid lines, check or uncheck. Now, coming to main part, where we are talking about the allocation, you can attach this. So many modification as per your requirement can be done. I'm finishing it fast. Here, you can go to this data labels. What is this? Now, once you check on data labels, it will enable the percentage of this allocation, which is mentioned over here. It can be done. It has different version like call out. It will be available outside the bar, outside this file. So if I go to data call out option, data call out will give you this. If you want to present like this, it will clearly show equity share 20% bond, this, that. Okay, so outside end, if you want at outside end, it will be flown like this. Just try and explore these data labels. As per your requirement, you can make certain changes. Okay, fine. So here we have done this. Now another is how can you change the borders? It's automatically styles are available. If you want to make this becomes a little hodgepodge. This one is fine. Choose according to your requirement. Once you try doing it, it becomes very easy for you. In case of like financial modeling and all, if you are preparing the dashboard, relative valuation model is there, you are creating a dashboard, try to remove the grid lines, make a cleaner version, do comparison of different charts through pie chart, through graphical representation. You can present your data more neatly and effectively. Okay. Here already templates are styles and colors are available. You can try and do on your own. The basic version I have informed you from where you are doing it. Try exploring these filters. If you are removing, if you are highlighting certain parts, let's say your allocation is, you are highlighting only one piece. This way it will reflect. Or if you want to remove it, uncheck it, rest will be kind of watermark images. Only one will be highlighted. Okay. Clear, everyone? So this way, very basic version of understanding the pie chart in a quicker way. Similarly, you can create with this table, you can create different charts. I have taken very small amount of data to do it fast and cover other chart as well. So insert, again recommended all charts within pie only. We'll try one more version, either this or donuts. Same thing you can apply over here also what we have done in the last. It's okay. Now going to different option where let's apply this. This is what you might have seen about the candlesticks, which are used in case of equity shares to show the pattern. Green means open from that means price is higher than the previous close. Red is price is lower than the previous close price. So open, high, low, close, this table is available for different stocks. These are not the recent rate. So let's random rate can also be put to understand quickly. So stock is Infosys, Wipro, TCS. These 5 stocks are there. These are the open, high, low, and close prices. What is open price? Price at which the stock has opened. High, high during the day. Low, low during the day means that same trading day. Close, 460. So based on this data, you have created this candlestick chart. Let's see. Let's check how to create it. Insert, chart, all charts. Here you will find stock chart. In case of a stock chart, you will select this candlestick. You can change the color. What I have done, I have changed the color, red and green. The basic version is black and white, and you can change the color from here. Manually, you can change green and red or copy it. Or already templates are available, that also you can do as we have done in the pie chart. Okay, fine. Then coming to different version, that is scatter chart. Scatter chart can be used in case of, let's say, talking about the covariance, variance, and all for the particular CAPM model can be presented to the covariance and variance. This we have covered. This is the line chart. Let's say the data is available to us. This one, I'm copying this. Okay, based on this data, insert. Sure. Okay. Basic chart is prepared in front of you. What you can do, you can make amendments as per your requirement, the way you would like to present your data. Okay, in the same sheet only, in the same worksheet, you can create different variations. based on your requirement, based on the requirement, and data should also be supporting that. It's not you are creating pie chart for the different stocks which are performing open, high, low, close. How will you present in the pie chart? Like asset allocation kind of thing. Different products are there. Based on different products, you can use the product mix that can be presented in pie chart. But this kind of data, which is the sales data or the data which is related to year on year, that needs graphical representation. By bar chart can also be there. With the same data, you can do bar chart also here. Look here, sorry, histograms. You can pick from here also. Here it is insert column or bar chart. So whether you like this or the 3D or 2D, both ways you can do. Okay. That amendment and modification you can do on your own. From here, these 3 tabs are available. You can explore these and make different changes as per your requirement or the way you feel your data looks presentable. Okay. Everyone clear with this basic idea about charts and all? Which one is this one? Like you are combining the 2 things, combining sales and profit also. Net sales, 2 variables are available. Sales is given based on different salesperson, profit and loss. So what this line is denoting, that is profit and loss. And this one is net sales for different salesperson. Okay. Anybody who is having any doubt? Most of you might be doing it. How many of you have already done it or doing it on regular basis? Because you might be doing job where your task might require this. How many of you have practiced these all things? Okay, Reshmi. Others? Few of you. You can try exploring this. Okay. Shall we move forward? Let's check one more thing about this. If we can perform this. This XY scatter can be used for the risk and return also here. Okay, this you can try on your own based on the different requirement. This is line chart, which we have followed in one of the areas. Then I'll quickly just check. Waterfall will be from the downside. It will look like this. Okay, increase and decrease both can be represented in the same chart. You all can see this based on the data which is available with us. This is the waterfall charts. Why it is called waterfall? Because the bar graphs are facing downward also below the basic number. Like if you have started the 10 lakh figures, if something is going beyond that, if it's going down, that can be represented. Combo we have seen, then histogram also easy for you to understand. This is sunburst. Like if you are explaining for different categories, strength, you have SWOT analysis, Juari window kind of things can be represented by this. For stocks, you can select any of these 4 and make certain changes according to the requirement. Line, column. Okay, already templates can also be available in some of the version. You can manage that. Or you can create and put certain templates for ready use. Okay, fine. All okay with the charts part? Any doubt, any question? Let's say you need to create a table or you need to compare two companies based on their revenues. Which chart will be best suitable? Or within one company only you are comparing a historical data, 5 years data. Which chart you will prepare? Yes, I asked one question. If you need to compare the last 5 year financial data of one company with chart, and it needs to be presented in pictorial way, graphical representation of that data. So which kind of chart you will prefer? Okay. What about others? Only one or two, Gaurav and Girish, few are. Yes, yes, all right. Column, bar, waterfall, bar graph. How many of you are aware about creating a dashboard? You can create a dashboard. Just raise the virtual hand. I've already created. Okay. Few of you who have already done it. Okay. So rest only two or three have created. Rest are beginners. So we'll take all together. Same way what we have created now, if you need to. No, Ravi. Table, yes. First table you need to create on your own. Table data should be created manually and then chart will be created. So first table or the basic data, either it is copied from some data source file, then you are preparing it, or you are collating the data from different sources. But the basic thing before creating chart, before creating this bar diagram, you should create this table and select the table, then create the chart. Okay, so first time entry will be required. Whether you are copying from some file or manually doing, someone might be doing it manually for the first time, and then it is routed to different team members. I hope you get my point. Yes, yes. You should select the table, then insert. Okay. We'll quickly cover one concept of variance, which is interesting, and then fine. Conditional formatting. You all can see this table, which has utilized some concept of conditional formatting. I'll copy and paste the data from this. Just basic data I'm copying so that we can understand it here. It's a huge sum of data. I would like to apply it for small amount of data. Okay. One second. Prachi, it has all time file has already been sample file data file is already being shared with the team LMS, and I hope they have uploaded it. And don't know why it is not reflecting to all of you. I had checked also with them with the shortcut keys and the sample data. Wait a minute. Let's check if any link can be shared. Okay, let me read the questions. What else? Okay, fine. So we can create a pivot table also out of that. Here is the pivot table link. What you need to do, out of this table only, I have selected this. 1 second. You have seen the slices and all part which can be created. Now it is asking for where the table can be created. This one is new worksheet or existing. I'll choose existing worksheet in here only. Okay. Now it asks me different data, what I need. Based on my requirement, I can check which product, what is the net sales, profit and loss. You can see now it has become easy for us based on the row label, based on the ID. How can I create it? Now you can change the filters as well. If you want rows and columns, you can redefine it. You can change it from here. If you want sum of values on just below the profit, you can change. So all these amendments are available based on your requirement, how you can change it. This helps you to find the data on an easy way. You are using the filters, you can select only this date based on certain requirement, based on your requirement. If you want the data for a few dates, let's say only selected dates are there for which you require to collate the data. You can see the total. Based on these particular date, what is my sum of profit, sum of net sales, sum of order IDs, which is not required. Sum of order IDs that hardly makes any difference. But yes, these two parameters are important. That is sum of profits and sum of net sales for these. So how and where you can use this? You can do effective utilization, where you can do filters based on region, based on number of customers. If you want to track data, you can do so. Okay. Let's come here once again. Now here you can see what we have selected based on the different requirement. Here based on the product, some same with the same version only, we have created a product pivot table based on different requirement. One in some area we have selected based on the product. Say 1, 2, 3 products are there, what a number of customers. So it gives you a clear view what needs to be in which product is performing better, where the net sales is higher, where it needs more attention. Okay, product recall can also be done. See, these are the small parameters or the quantitative parameters which can be taken care of while taking any management decisions. Okay, fine. Now, again, there is based on different areas like north, middle, what could be. If they want to penetrate in particular area, what they need to do. Where the sales can be increased, where it is deteriorating performance in terms of sales. These all can be quickly done with this filters, which is created through pivot table. Once you do it based on your financial data, you can apply in different concept, then it will be more clear to you. Some of you are already practicing, so it's easy for them. Others who are beginners, you can easily catch up by doing it regularly. Okay, any question, any doubt related to this part? I will check once again that if the sample file is available in the LMS or not. Okay. Today only at the end of the session, I'll just remind them. If it is not visible, if it is not uploaded, they will share it with you. Anybody, any question, any doubt? Okay, let's move forward then. Pivot table. Variance. Okay, just go through these lines. What is variance? The table is already created for you. I'll do this variance, calculate the variance of TCS and Infosys. These are options. It has made easy for you to understand what it is. Measurement of the spread between numbers in a data set. Here we have taken based on two particular stocks. And on these specific date, the price of those stocks. At like 28th of April 2023, TCS was trading at this point, and thereafter different dates are taken at Infosys. So why we are doing it? Once we are applying the formula, we'll take var.s because this is sample data. We are not doing on the, we are not calculating on the entire set of data. Once the share was available for trading in the stock market long back. So from there, we are not having the data available with us, or we are not doing calculating variance on that. So var.s is for sample. And var.p is variance in a population based on entire set of numbers, which we don't have. In case we have text values also available, we'll use var.a. So here var.s. You understand the degree of dispersion of data around the sample mean, what it is calculating. So based on our data, we have taken the values, we have taken the rates of that particular stock. These are the closing prices, closing price of that day, not high, not low. This is the sample formula, very easy to calculate. You should simply write, as I have already told you, which option we are going to select. We are going to select var.s. S stands for the sample. And it also ignores all the values other than numbers. If some text are written, something else is written, which will not be taken into consideration. So it only accepts the numbers. Okay. Number 1 to last close. Simple. Similarly for Infosys. Okay, fine. Clear, or anybody is having doubt with this part? No doubts, I guess. No questions in the chat box. Okay, Prachi, don't get confused. I told you that so many concepts are discussed in one session only. For beginners, it is, since you are paying attention, it looks as if there is a confusion. But I hope once you practice it after the session 1 or 2 times, it will be easy for you. Trust me, okay? Or in case of doubt, you can anytime connect with me through tickets. Raise ticket, I'll respond to that even if it is not there. Then next session is also there. So don't keep the doubts with you. I'll help you solving that. No worries. See, Arjun, we need to, in case of checking the covariance between the stocks, we need to find out how they are behaving. Like in case of portfolio, if someone is taking the portfolio, they or in case of PMS also, just understand from this point of view. Before investing in the stock or the PMS, the fund managers are analyzing the different ways of how these stocks are can be kept together or not. What is the variance between the stocks or covariance as compared to the stocks, as compared to the Sensex. Okay. They take the standard deviation to find out the risk associated with that stock, whether it is systematic risk or unsystematic risk. So once we try to once we have calculated the variance, it is easy for us to find out the standard deviation, measure of risk. Fine. So standard deviation is what? Square root of variance. We will find out the standard deviation from that. And similarly, in case of mutual fund, what happens? We try to find out the trainer ratio and Sharpe ratio. How do we find out that? By standard deviation, market risk, return, market return, and portfolio return, and risk-free rate of return. By these values, we will find out the Sharpe ratio and this trainer ratio in case of mutual fund schemes to analyze what is the risk associated with that particular scheme. Higher the ratio, the better it is. So how much additional risk it is taking to provide return. Okay, Arjun, I hope you get it. I have explained 2 or 3 ways by which you can find it. Relative performance can be done in case of portfolio. In case of mutual fund scheme, also similarly, the relative performance can be done. Which mutual fund scheme is better over other? If we are calculating the standard deviation, we are calculating the Sharpe ratio, and then we'll come to them. Okay. Now, next part is chart we have done. Although it's very basic introduction, gradually once you do it and you find any difficulty, you can discuss. Now, sensitivity and conditional formatting is there. Okay, we'll take this only sample to do the conditional formatting. We'll see practice question. We'll just check. We'll paste it here only. Here on your screen only, in case of home ribbon, it is available next to this icon, conditional formatting. So many options are available with you. Just try do it with easy ones like data bars or the color scales. If you apply the color scale or the icon you can apply, you will see like directional, whether it is equal to, say here it is average, this is above average, this is below average. Look here, they have taken an average and then these all are going below that. This one is above. So intentionally it has been kept like this. Compose it. Now apply another. You can create your own rule as well, new rule. Or if you want to apply it with one particular subject, you can do so. Let's say I need to do it in this. Here also it can be seen. You can apply any. Okay, this one. Average. This is below average. These all are less than 500. This is 456, 658 means almost average. Once you try to find out average, you will come to know that how these are. These all have certain implications and these all have relevance. It's not made like this only. This one is above average, 951. Rest all are below or average. Similarly, what happens, how it is applicable. Now the part is how it is applicable. Let's say in this data, if you try to find out which one is below average, you will discard that. Above average only consider. So that means you can quickly find out. Now, if I need to find out which is above average, it will take me time. Conditional formatting has helped me to find out with the help of easy icon. Similarly, for these also, you can put n number of these. You can format table, you can do conditional formatting. Top 10 items here. Let's say you have to give different condition, light red, dark red. This section was highlighted, so that is why it has been taken. Okay. If I do like this, I will select this and do conditional formatting. Color scale can also be done. greater than any of the value. These all require certain time. Based on your requirement, you can set any filter, undo, formatting according to your requirement, right? Need to explore all the things. Wherever you get stuck, you can manipulate. Okay, Prachi. See here, what we have done out of these all, I quickly found out which one is above average. Like October month finance book was sold highest. Had it the question asked which one is above average, I would have found out it would two different. And if this data is presented to someone else and you want to show, so that at a glance only it can be checked. Okay. So each and every option is somehow created like this. They have their own relevance to reduce your time, and you can understand more if everything very effectively and efficiently, right? With very less time. What happens if it simple product we need to, let's say we need to find a product of 3-digit number, 3-digit to 3-digit. So manually it will take time. Excel makes it very easy. Now next step is, if you drag it down, put so many digits, it is easy for you. Just one click away. Huge amount of tasks can be done in very, very less time. Excel helps us a lot. Prachi, index and match is clear. I'm doing it this for you one more time for conditional. Yeah, just go to this ribbon here on home section. You will find conditional formatting next to this general section where numbers options are given. Here the top 10 items, bottom 10 items, above average, below average, all options are available. More rules can also be created. Apart from these already available rules, if you want to create your own rule, you can fix that as well. Color scale can also be applied here. This also indicates which is very less will be shown in red. Orange above red, yellow, just like traffic signals. Green is good. More you go towards red, the worst is that. Okay, so this is color scales, which helps us to identify the alarming area or the performance indicator. In case of performance also, these can be done. Let's say it's a result, it can be shown. If it's a profit or the revenue of a company, quarter-on-quarter basis, it can be applied. So many ways by which you can do it. Okay, now let me check what is left. Conditional sensitivity. See, just don't get confused by looking at so many numbers. It's very easy. I have applied it with very basic concept of that PV and FV. How with the different rate changes, like let's say the interest rate changes. Here is the present value. You all know how to calculate future value. I'll tell you easy way. This table is large, but it can be created by clicking only by just within 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. What you need to do here is are the steps mentioned over here. So it's sensitive, one example of sensitivity analysis, how it can be performed. How sensitive it is once the rate changes, how it is going to impact the future value, right? So two variable data table in Excel, what I have created, these are the number of years, N per. Let's say you want to invest 1 lakh rupees, rate of interest is 7%, you are investing for 10 years. Now what? 11 to 20. What will be the rate of interest? 6%, 6.57. We are changing it with 50 basis point only. You need not type anything. Here, what you have done, 6 plus 0.005. 50 basis point you have added. You can simply drag it down. Okay. Got it, Prachi? Just don't get confused, okay? It's simple, easy. If you try to find out, if you try to do it on your own, it's very easy. You need not type many things. Only few things are created. Just type only these 3 things. 1 lakh, 7%, 10. Manually type. You create a data table. If you want only 5 to 6 parameter, you can keep it like that. So first is less than this, 6%. If the rate of interest is 6%, and then you are increasing it, how you are increasing, you have seen. Here, number of years. first area, this first cell, this B13. In my worksheet, it is B13. Here you are just simply calculating FV with the formula which we have discussed in the previous sessions. So here only I have created this FV. Now, from here to here, what I need to find out, this all will be empty. Let's copy this here. I'm removing this, okay? So, new set of data. This also I'm changing. We'll quickly do it. This much is prepared equal to this plus 0.005. So 50 basis point, 6.5%. This I have dragged down. Right? Here, what I have done, I'm calculating future value once again based on these numbers. Okay. FV rate is 6%, and for 10 PMP 0 PV this. Okay. Now what I need to do? Data, what if analysis? One second. Data table. Okay, row input cell, interest rate. What could be row input cell? Anybody? What is wrong? Anybody can try? Rate I need to pick from here. Similarly, anchor also I need to pick from here, from this input table. If I select from this, then only it will be applied, right? Okay, so why I have done it? If you select on this interest rate and this here, it won't work. I need to select from row input cell is rate is row. So rate I have selected from here. Or from here. Okay, it has automatically been filled. Now, if you need to cross check, you can check. Like at 6% rate of interest, what will be the value? You need not calculate any point. You have different data available. Okay. No, not Ronak, not other way around. It was like this only. I was just showing you if you select this and this, it will be wrong. That is why you should select in case of row this, in case of this cell, which you have created above. Okay, data table. Above the data table you have calculated, so everything you need to select from here. Let's say I have taken FV from by selecting these cells only. Okay, once again. Fine. Everybody got it? So different ways, economic indicators to checking which investment options are better, finance, engineering, different statistical, scientific research, so many ways by which it can be utilized. So you have seen rather than calculating, you have different options available. This is just one example. Yes. If anchor will change and if rate of interest will change, Manish, both the ways, not only anchor. Okay, Suzanne, I'll repeat it once again. What we have to create here is the input cell. Shall I explain it or do it once again for you? Explain. Okay, fine. So what we have done, this is simple PV, 1 lakh rupees. Someone has invested 1 lakh rupees, rate of interest 6% for 10 years. Now what? I need to create the result based on different variable. Let's say the interest rate increases. So on this side, what I have done, 6%. Next 6% plus 0.005, 50 basis point, the interest rate is increasing. I had dragged it down. This I had calculated future value, which you know with the same formula, equal to FV, and rest of the formula you all know. By this, we have created it. Here, if I invest for 11 years, 12 years, 11 to 20 years, at the rate of 7.5%, what will be my future value? How do I completed it? I'll delete it, then only you'll understand. Selected this entire table, go to data here on the ribbon, then what if analysis. You will have the last option, that is data table. Input, row input cell. So row is what? My rows are interest rate. I will select from here. Then column, what are columns? And here. Okay. Fine. Got it? So how there is one change in input can change the entire result. So changes in input can bring out the changes in the output. This way you can understand. Okay. We have changed one or more variable. One variable is rate we have changed. Another variable is NPER also we have changed. So we have changed one or more variable to just see the changes in the output, how they are affecting the output. If we change these two variables, it is changing. 6% 10 years, 6% 11 years, 1,89,830. 7% had it been 7% and I would have invested for 13 years, my future value would have been 2,40,985. Wait. Two questions are there in the chat box. I'm reading the question. From where I get this 179. This is future value only. Look here, equal to FV. This is rate I have taken from here. And for this PMT, no regular investment, so I have taken 0. Then this is the initial value, type is 1. This way I got 170. Got it? Next question is, can you show how did you get the input box from? Input box, Ronak, I have created on my own. So input box you need to create. From this input box only, like PV rate and NPER, only 3 parameters we need to write down. So we have written this. Input box we have created. Table also we have created. Only one parameter is mentioned, rest is plus 0.005, 50 basis point, drag it down. Here, just write two numbers, 11 and 12. Wait. Eleven, 12. Right? This is what we have done. And you can increase it to where you enter the data values in for table. I haven't entered the values. It has automatically been entered. Let me show you once again. Just paid. I'm deleting all these values. 1 second. My system is stuck. One second now. Sorry, my system got stuck. I'm not able to do it. Even Control Z is not working. Prachi, you need to prefix negative sign in front before PV. Same values you are getting. See, it's an outflow. Right? Just do it. Put negative sign in with this PV. Then you get all the values positive. Okay. Initially, we discussed that whenever it is outflow, it should be negative. Okay. See, someone has written in the chat box. For this group and all, you need to discuss with the team, right? I'm not authorized to do that. Okay, fine. Okay, then I will quickly check if there is anything which is left. So next session, what we'll do, we will do PowerPoint in our next session. We have completed the Excel part. Okay, everyone. Any question, any doubt? Any doubt related to today's session? Any point? Okay, then fine. We'll stop share this. Fine, then we will meet in our next session. If you have any doubt, what you can do, you can raise a ticket to me. I'll help you solving that. And in our next session also, we can discuss. Okay. Okay, everyone. That's all for today's session. And we have completed basics and advanced Excel. It's not like you will not learn Excel at all. Gradually, once you do the financial statement analysis, you will do financial modeling, DCF and all things will be performed on Excel only. Okay. So these are just the initial part which we are covering, and gradually we'll keep on doing, practicing the Excel. Fine, everyone. Thank you. That's the end of the session. We'll meet in our next session for with PowerPoint. Maybe we'll be doing the PowerPoint. That will take only one session. In one session, we'll complete that PowerPoint. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm ending the session. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Prachi.